Hi, uh, good evening, Cloud Smokers. This is my submission for the challenge, the dynamic quiz and validation of user activities. Uh, Frankly speaking, this is one of the difficult challenges that I have done in the Cloud Spokes. I did a lot, but this one is like really a crazy mind-bending challenge for sure. To change a metadata API from within the Apex code, it's it's basically highly impossible. I didn't think that I'll be able to do this challenge like since till today morning. So I hope you like my solution for the problem. And for this one, what I did was, I mean, I created the questions object, and you can see that the questions object has like multiple fields like the question ID, question body, the validation type. I added this thing called validation type to differentiate between if it is a SQL validation or if it is a metadata type validation. And the validation query for the SQL one, um, I did not provide the ability to my my app will not run the queries, so it uses the JSON structures to build the queries itself. This is much easier because I'm using the same JSON structure for both the validation as well as for the reset action, because the reset action also needs to be done if a user wants to reset his question. So you can see this is how the structure of the JSON query is. So you can see we have a query. I have a where fields. So where value, where type, where field is a name, where operator, and the next where if you wanted to add multiple where conditions, and then you can see the same thing. And I do have also have the return fields, ID name, the order fields, order direction, limit query, object name. Field values is if you wanted to do a delete, insert, or an update. So you can define the field values, and action is read. So I'm going with the CRUD methodology. So it's always create, read, update, or delete. Those are the four different actions that you can do on a record level or on a metadata level. So that's how it's built. So the question, and if you can see the reset for this question, create a lead for John Smith who works for Google. So the reset would be deleting a lead. So the reset is deleting a lead. So action is delete, and what is the criteria to pull that lead record, and the validation type is SQL. So if we wanted to do something different, like you don't wanted to delete a lead, but if you wanted to in the reset action you wanted to insert a lead, that is when you'll have uh, a JSON structure something like this, which is nothing but the only difference is you have field values. So you define the value and the field name and the value field name, and uh, the code takes care of inserting it into the Salesforce org. The structure is, as you can, let me show you the structure. This is the class that is basically deserializing the JSON. So that's for the SQL side, and the most interesting part now is the metadata side. So let me open this one. Add a lead quality to the lead. So what we are doing is we are trying to add a custom field quality on a lead object. So for this one, the validation would be a read. The action is a read. The metadata name is object name dot field name, which is lead dot quality, and the type is a custom field. So that's the validation. And on the reset, you can see that I just copied the same validation on the reset, but I'm having this thing called reset action, which is a child of the questions, and you can build multiple reset actions. So what this reset action is, it carries the complete reset JSON. So on on an add, the reset would be a delete. So when you build a JSON, you build it as a delete. So the reset action is a delete, the metadata type is a custom field, and the parent is a question too. And you can do this using this button called add reset action. So let me go ahead and show you how to add it. So when you go to click on the add data section, it goes to a page where you choose the type. So it's a delete metadata type. It's a custom field. So you have a list of all the metadata types. I tested it with the custom field, custom object, report type. So you can try testing it with multiple ones. But what it does is when you choose a metadata type, uh, behind the scenes it creates a JSON structure. It pulls the JSON structure into a map. It builds the property values. So you can define all the values that you want to have. So this one is lead.quality, the full name, and the type is text. I think those two are enough. And you click on the generate JSON, it generates the JSON for you. So you don't have to create it manually. So you can generate the JSON and you can save the reset. So when you save the reset, it creates a record and it saves it onto this question object. So this is the reset action that is performed when you click on the reset on the verify page. So I'll show you in a while. So that's how you can build a reset. Right now it is only doing pulling only one reset record, but in the future if you want to expand it to have like multiple resets, you can do that using this one. So and also there is another flag called true if validation fails. So this one is for the negative conditions. Assume a scenario where you wanted to delete a record. As the question is like remove John Smith as a lead. So that's the question. So for that one, you'll write a read validation. But when you turn on this flag, what it does is it does exactly opposite of the read validation. So I do have a question like that. So you can see that delete a lead from John Smith who works for Google. So this one is a negative condition. So this one is turned on. So now let's go ahead and do a verify quiz. When you click on the verify quiz, for the SOQL, it immediately gives whether it's a pass or a fail. But for the metadata type validations, it is doing a call out to the metadata API within the Salesforce. So it shows that it is verifying and it gives a pass or fail immediately. So the custom object verify is not there, it's a fail. New field is not there, it's a fail. Custom lead report type is present, so it's a pass. Uh, John Smith is present, it's a pass. Lead quality is not there, so it's a fail. And delete a lead, it's a fail. So let's go ahead and do add the lead quality and the custom object. So lead quality on leads. So now I'm adding a lead quality field. Okay. And I'm also adding a verify object. So now if I go and do a verify quiz, so it is verifying. You can see that it is verifying over here. So you should see that the custom object is a pass and the lead quality is also a pass. So it did the metadata call, it retrieved the values and it said that it's a pass. And you can see that you have the reset buttons. So let me go ahead and reset the lead quality. It shows resetting. So it is basically deleting the record. And you can see that it is done. So it says fail. So now if you go to see, you can see that the field is deleted. So this one is deleted. So lead quality is deleted. So which is so it's basically failed. So let me go ahead and delete the custom object as well. So I deleted the custom object as well. So So it's, you can see that it is deleted now. So that's basically it. That's how the reset is working. So you can create the custom objects. You can, oh, let me go ahead and delete the record as well. So record is deleted immediately, so you will not see like a resetting or verifying, because the sock call is like it's an immediate action. So the record is now deleted. So that's basically it. And if you wanted to see the code, what I'm doing is the main code is verify quiz ext, that is the controller class for the Visual Force page, and I have a metadata validator which is for the metadata type ones, and I have a sock call validator which is for the sock call type questions, and I am using the metadata service Apex class that was provided by Financial Force. I did some changes, but I'm using the same class, and I do have some helper classes. I try to get 90% of code coverage, so I'm good over there. So I hope you like my challenge. Let me know if you have any questions. Thank you.